Hey everybody, it's Friday again. Here we are headed into another weekend, and I know how hard weekends are. We talked about this before. They are tough, and now that we're headed into the summer, um, we are going to be tempted with so many things this season, barbecues and appetizers and fancy drinks. So I just wanted to pop in today and give you guys a few tips on how to handle these weekends and still stick to our game plan. Um, First of all, I think my biggest tip, and I still have to do this for myself, I still have to say this to myself all the time. Michelle, yes, that appetizer looks amazing, or that fruity cocktail looks awesome. But you know what? You know what that tastes like. You really don't necessarily need to taste it right now, especially if I'm right in the middle of trying to get to my goals. I'm pretty much at my sort of maintenance plan, so I can afford to have a few little treats here and there. But sometimes I just say to myself, like, really, is that worth it? Would I rather have something else? I don't need to have all of those things. I've tasted them before, and if I continue to think about them, okay, go have one, but shut it down after that. So really ask yourself that question. Do I really, really, really need this? I already know what that piece of chocolate cake tastes like. I'll have it again sometime. I don't need to do it today. I'd rather have something else, or I would rather just wake up on Monday morning feeling super awesome about myself because I skipped having that la di da, whatever it was, that crazy appetizer or whatever. Second tip is alcohol at parties. It's hard to resist, I know. Trust me, 2 years ago, I was the life of the party on red wine. I had lots to drink all the time. And all it did was make me silly and say things that I maybe shouldn't have. A. B, I felt like crap the next day. So usually my eating was terrible and I didn't want to do my workout the next day. I just felt off kind of for a few days after that. And the calories that these silly alcoholic drinks take up are crazy. You could be eating so much food instead of the drinks. So I still love red wine. So do not get me wrong. I pretty much have a glass of red wine most weekends. But that's kind of where it stops. I don't need to have copious amounts of red wine. There are times that I do, and it's fun and it's awesome, and I still like to indulge in that whole culture. My mom and my aunt sitting around drinking red wine, that's super fun for me. So I still do it from time to time, but it's not an every weekend thing. I used to kind of crave it. I won't lie, but some of my little tricks that I do is I'll take a glass of wine, like a wine glass, and I'll put like club soda in it or sparkling water or something, or just water, and I'll put some fresh berries in it. And I have to say that just walking around with a wine glass makes me feel like I'm still part of the party. So that is a tip that really does help me. And that helps into my third tip, which is drink tons of water. Just keep water by your side all the time. Even if you are going to indulge in some alcoholic beverages, which is totally fine. There's just times for that. Have water in between. So don't indulge in those stupid sugary drinks though. God, don't do that, because you could eat like so much popcorn instead of that. So don't do that. But if you want some wine or vodka and water or a beer, a light beer or something like that, have it, but have some water in between. And then you're not just continuously guzzling empty calories. If you're asked to bring something to the party, bring something healthy. So what if you usually bring the cream cheese laden dip? That doesn't matter. Times are changing. So bring something healthy. I always bring a veggie tray no matter where I go. I mean, I want to know that there is something at the party that I can eat all day and just keep munching away at to keep my hands out of the chip bowl. But there are so many awesome healthy appetizers that you can bring. And what I say to myself is, I am doing everyone else at this party a favor because I am giving them a healthy option. There is going to be other people at the party that are trying to do exactly what you are doing. They maybe haven't publicly announced it, but first of all, they will be inspired by you. They may balk at it at first because you usually do walk in with that special taco dip. But you know what? In the end, I promise you, they will turn around. It may not be today, but it may be in a couple months, and they will ask you what you have been doing because they are going to want to feel as good as you, and they're going to want to look as good as you. So if you're invited to the next pool party, bring a healthy appetizer. Don't bring the junk. Honestly, you're doing everyone at the party a favor. Load up on veggies. You know, I know how hard it is to sit around and watch everyone eating appetizers and eating junk food. I love that kind of food. So maybe you will go over in your green containers this weekend at a party, but no big deal. You know, load up on veggies. The other thing that I often bring, actually is kind of my thing now, is I bring a veggie tray and I bring jumbo shrimp, just chilled jumbo shrimp, because those two things, you've got some protein, you've got some, and you can eat a lot of shrimp to fill a container or fill your calorie bracket for proteins. Like, you can have a lot of shrimp. And if you were at a party with me and you looked at my plate, that's pretty much what it'll be. What'll be on there. I will have a little bit of sauce, but a little bit of sauce, like not, so much on every shrimp. So if you're really, really, really trying to stick to your goals, take some of those tips, make them your own. And my last and final tip is, instead of focusing so much on the food, if you think about the food every single second, it's going to be so hard to resist all the temptations. Go enjoy your family and friends. Go start a conversation. Walk away from the food. Go for a walk. Play a game with the kids. Try and take the focus away from everyone standing around the table and everyone eating the food. Again, you're helping everyone there. Nobody, no matter if you're trying to lose weight or not, nobody needs to be sitting, stuffing their face the entire time at a party. Yes, it's fun, and yes, it's great to have treats, and you should treat yourself every once in a while to some things that you really, really love. If that taco dip that someone else brings is so amazing, have some of it, have a tiny little bit, and then walk away and don't have any more. Say, great, that's awesome, I tasted it, yep, it's just as good as last time, and then walk away. You don't need to have any more of it. I hope these help if you have a party this weekend or just a normal weekend. I know how hard they are, but I also know how amazing you'll feel on Monday morning when you wake up and you know that you did it, that you did not succumb to all those silly temptations, because you have goals, and I know that you are going to do it. I know you guys are going to reach those goals. This is just the beginning of your journey, and if you can figure out how to be strong now, you'll be able to go back to those feelings and do it again. So have a great weekend. Good luck, everybody, and we'll chat on Monday. Bye.